So, Guy, you've been a Londoner all your life, haven't you?
I have.
So,
for my sins.
and to be fair, I don't think I would ever have thought you would have been moving out of London this soon in your life, if ever. So how has that been in terms of being a creative? Has that been a big change, or has lockdown kind of taken away some of the stark contrast there?
Well, I wouldn't say it's been a big change in terms of creativity, because obviously this year's been immensely shit. Like,
Right.
so there's not really, it hasn't kind of shifted work parameters. I commute in to work. I teach. I took a teaching job, 2 days a week, still in London. But I think for me, it was like, I suddenly had this thing in the first lockdown where I was very aware of noise and like space. I suddenly became like really quiet, and maybe it was a kind of COVID anxiety thing, but just really bothered by noise. And like you said, I've London my whole life, like love the city, but I found noise just like a real problem. We lived in East Finchley, it's like suburban, but just off a pretty main road.
Yeah.
And it just got too much. I was like, I just want, maybe just for now, maybe just while things are not the same, while things are a bit quieter, I just want a bit of space and a bit more quiet.
Because it's one of the things that, well, at my point in my life and career, I'm stuck in London. Like, not stuck as in I can't get out, but I'm drawn to it constantly, because in my head I'm like, oh, well, London is where the work is. London is where the jobs are. Like, I have to be in London because otherwise my career's not going to flourish. Like, this is where I have to be.
Yeah. It's a big problem, that, actually. The London centrism of the it's a real problem, because it is actually bullshit. The fact is, like, because there are so many amazing cities in the UK doing incredible work, like, you don't need to be in London. You know, our industry is so predicated on, like, if it's not done in London, then it's not really successful. You get loads of amazing, you know, it's like, this is not the nut we have to crack to be successful.
Ugh, I want that on a t-shirt immediately. Okay, let's take it back a step further. Theatre maker, which I don't know that you're fully invested in as a label, Guy, by the looks
That's
of you.
the understatement of the century. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I think it, like, it's a problem of, when I was kind of growing up, or maybe like 50s, I was like, I want to be an actor. Like, that's what I want to be. I want to act. And then at uni, I was like, I love drag. Like, I want to be a drag performer. And I also really got into directing. I was like, I want to direct. I want to be a director. And then I was like, oh, but I also like really love just musical theatre and like making musical theatre. So I started composing. I actually really can't like pigeonhole myself in one discipline. Is this a problem that I kind of want my career to be multifaceted? And does that kind of suggest that there's not one that I want as much as other people who, like, you know, this is the thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. So theatre maker is the closest thing. Otherwise, you're kind of just jack of all trades, master. If you say I'm a theatre maker, I'm involved in all aspects of theatre, then that's somehow more legitimate than just saying, I don't really know what I want to do. You know, within the discipline. It's a problem. People feel like they need to be pigeonholed. I mean, dancers have it. People say, you're a dancer, you're not really an actor. It's like, of course you're an actor. Like, if you're using your body to tell, I mean, you guys know about that, you're using your body to tell a story. What does actor mean? Like, that's exactly what the thing is. Like, you're telling a story using your body. I mean, I think the whole language of the way we talk about these skills and this career need to change.